Hello, hello! I'm Wendrixo. Today I'm going to start a new series about GSD, or Get Shit Done, if you will. Um, See, there's a lot more to game development than what tools you use or uh, how you program a specific feature or build your level. There's there is also marketing and communication, teamwork, and most importantly, management of yourself as a resource, because you are a resource. In fact, your time and your, not just time, but your effort is limited. And so in order to finish your game, you really have to manage your effort effectively. And the best way that I've found to do this is to get and keep deadlines for yourself. Now, if you've ever followed any game, you know that deadlines get missed a lot. Development deadlines are passed, and mistakes are made, and that's fine. It's more important that you have the deadlines and that you keep most of them. You're never going to be able to keep all of your deadlines. That is an unrealistic expectation. But it's so important for you to have a deadline and to do your best to keep that deadline. There's this fun psychological thing that happens when you have a deadline versus when you don't have a deadline. When you have a deadline, you always have this voice in your head that's going to push you, saying, you're getting closer to the deadline. You have to do this, this, and this still, etc., etc. And what that's going to do is, as you continue to approach the deadline, you're going to feel more motivation to continue. And more often than not, you're going to finish your projects. When you don't have a deadline, what happens is that it's very easy to say, okay, well, I don't feel like it right now, so I'm just going to push this off until tomorrow. And what tends to happen is that we as humans like to procrastinate, and that procrastination happens today, and you say, I'll push it off till tomorrow, and then tomorrow you feel bad about pushing it off. And conversely, that makes it easier to push it off for another day, and then another day. And pretty soon it's 3 months later and you haven't made any progress. This kills projects. I think that of all of the projects that I've ever taken on, the only ones I've ever finished have been the ones with a deadline. I've finished my Ludum Dare games. I have finished the original Heli Havoc, and I finished Primita, which was a real-time strategy game. And the goal of that one was more to create an AI system. And I set myself a deadline originally of 2 weeks, and then I extended it to 3 weeks because I wanted to really finish out the game and have a nice product. But I was only able to get to that point because I had the 2-week deadline to begin with. So even though I pushed my deadline forward, the fact that I had a deadline in the first place allowed me to reach that point because it gave me the motivation that I needed to say, no, it's time to sit down and make the game. So this tip, it might not be mind-boggling, and it might be obvious to some of you, but I really don't want the importance of making and keeping deadlines to be understated. It's the way that I have gotten to where I am today as a game developer, as an artist, as a programmer, and as a tools developer. So I hope this tip helps you. If you have any experience keeping or missing deadlines, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'll check you later.